Alright, so Talker Dan, I'm back with another toy review, and I got another Japanese import. This is my first foray into the Revoltech line, and I'll get into what Revoltech is in a minute. But this is the Disney Pixar figure collection, and this is from Monsters Inc. J.P. Sullivan, or Sully, as we all know him by. Take a quick look at the packaging. It's a hanging on the rack package. Something you'd see at a kid's toy store, I'll admit. It's primarily meant for kids. You got, Japanese writing all over the place. You got Sully there. You got all his accessories on this side. Sorry about the glare. Nothing on the sides. On the back, we got your obligatory product shots, and we got a little write-up on what Revoltech is. Just for quick, Revoltech is basically a ratcheting joint system for action figures, and they're pretty small ratchet joints too, and that's what makes them so cool apparently. This will be my first one, so I don't know. Let's go ahead and get them out of the box. Okay, so we have Sully here out of the box, and I want to say I like the molding on him. He's got nice fur molding detail all over, except for against joints, but with the way Revoltech is, they can't really do that. But yeah, fur molding all over. Did a really good job on his face. I like the sculpt on his head. And the horns got this really nice white with like brown wash over it. So they're like worn and beat up a little bit kind of. And they got the nice purple splotches all over, just like his screen character. And they did a nice job on these spikes. I like that. And even his nails have a little bit of a gloss shine to them, which is really cool. I don't know how well it's coming across on camera, but all his nails have, like I said, a gloss shine to them. Now, before I get into articulation and all that, I want to get my comparison shots out of the way. Generations Drift. No, sorry, Generations Blur. Yeah. It's a more modern day Transformer. Here is Generations Air Raid. And Revoltech is a competitor of SH Figure Arts, so let's bring in a Figure Arts. Yeah, Sullivan's tiny. For an even more realistic comparison, I think he could probably actually fit inside the can. Continuing on. I'm sorry, I had to do that. I think it's funny how small this guy is. But let's go into articulation. He's got Revoltech ankles, and yeah, Revoltech, you're able to pop out the joints easily to move them around and stuff. He's got a nice light ratchet. Don't know if you can hear that or not, but it is an actual ratchet inside that little joint. And that slides into a peg hole here. And then he's got the same thing. He's got a Revoltech in his hips. He's got a heavy Revoltech joint in his upper torso. And I'm going to take the arm apart for this because I really like this. There's a fur sleeve for the joint itself. Then there's the... Can you hear that one? Hope you can, because that is a really nice sounding ratchet right there. So you got that ratchet, that Revoltech joint there. Then you got the Revoltech joint in the elbow, which is actually a bit stronger ratchet. And then you got the same thing in the wrists, where it's a swivel and a Revoltech joint. And one thing I like on the arm is that the upper arm hangs down a little bit on the fur to kind of cover the joint up. If you really extend the joint, okay, yeah, it's exposed. But usually it's nice and covered up. So I like that. Turning him around, his tail comes packaged separately separate in his packaging, but that too is on a nice Revoltech joint with a nice clickety. Ooh, that is a nice loud clickety right there. There's no way you don't hear that one. So yeah, Revoltechs are actually pretty widely known for, hey, how many Revoltech joints can we fit in this guy? So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jerk! This would be a double one up in here. So 6, 7. A detorsoed him, no! Plug that back in there. I was at 7, right? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And in order to show this one off, face off! 14 and 15. So yeah, he's got 15 Revoltech joints. That's actually kind of impressive, and that's probably what gave him his price, and I'll get to that later on. And now that we got his face off, let's go ahead and compare him with his extra face. He's got a calm, relaxed face and a goofy grin trying to scare face. And yeah, the eyes are a little off kilter because in both of the heads, you turn them around, you got little pegs on the back. You can adjust the eyes around. So if I want to, I can get a derpy Sully. There we go. And yes, that's a My Little Pony reference. One thing I think is interesting about the different faces, though, is that the standard one is hollow on the inside, but this one, it's like they made the teeth and the lips and the tongue separate pieces, which I really like that attention to detail right there. That is nice. Let's go ahead and plug that back on there. His arms down for this next part. Come on. Then we come to his only other accessory slash add-in buddy. It's Boo! Yay! And look away if you're disturbed by decapitation. She too has a little Revoltech joint for her neck. Now what's funny is that in some prototype pictures I saw, it made it seem like there was a separately molded body inside the figure. And I think that would have been kind of cool, but I understand why they went with just the pegged in head. You know, it does seem a lot more stable, you know. And her head is, you know, swivel around, look up and down, the whole thing, you know, fully articulated head. And you got the top piece here. You plug that on. And now she's in full costume. And the costume is really nicely molded too, just like Sully. You know, you got the ribbed side of the costume. You got the little suckers on her tendrils. You got the mop-headed hair with individually molded mop strands. And you even got the eyes on the little bobbers. It would have been nice if these had been articulated in some way, but they really just wiggle around. And I understand why. They're on that little thin stem. So, yeah. I like that. So, what's funny is that with the head on, she has absolutely no balance. But the head off, she actually stands pretty darn well. So, yeah, the head adds a lot of weight when you plug it on there. So, and you can pose them together, you know, holding her hand. So, I'm glad I picked this up. Now, pricing, though. I picked this up on sale, and I do believe, as the recording of this video and the uploading, so I'm going to get this uploaded as soon as possible, it's still on sale for about $6, $7, and I think that's a really, really good deal. If you like Monsters, Inc., pick it up. It's a great figure. Normal price, though, and, you know, with shipping, if you get the cheapest shipping, it's going to be about $10, $12. For me, it was about $15, $17 because I got the express shipping. Normal price, he's about $20. And then you top shipping on top of that, he can be $25, even $30. I like this figure, but it's not worth it. If I were to walk into my local Disney store and see this guy on the shelf for $15, oh, I'd go for it in a heartbeat. I like Sully. Sully's cool. But if you look up here on the packaging, actually, I want to mention this before I end the video. There are other figures in the line. Scooch back there, please. You know, we got Sully over here. We got Mr. Incredible. We got Woody. Woody, I understand, is really, really fun, but he's kind of hard to find right now. You got Nemo, you got Wally, and you got Lightning McQueen. Kind of cover up. There we go. So, yeah, these are great little Disney figures. If you like Disney, if you like Monsters, Inc., they're great. They're fun. Try not to pay too much for them, though. You know, like I said, this guy, normal price, $20 plus $10 shipping, because you are getting it from Japan. Try and get him now since he's on sale. So, it's been Talker Day with a review of my first Revoltech figure, Disney Pixar figure collection, Monsters Inc. J.P. Sullivan. Great figure. Pick him up if you can. Thanks for watching.